Welcome back to my channel, everyone, for a brand new reaction. And this is a big reaction. This, first of all, dropped randomly. Everyone's been waiting for updates on this, but we finally have something. This is a reaction for Crystal Lake. This is going to be made by A24, and this is going to be the prequel show or whatever, however long they're planning to make this, but this is supposed to be the prequel to Friday the 13th that's supposed to follow Pamela Voorhees and the events that led to Jason most likely drowning in the events of the first Friday movie. So I'm very curious. This is also only the teaser trailer, but that's better than nothing. And starring as Pamela Voorhees will be our dear actress Linda Cardinelli. You may have seen her from, the live-action Scooby-Doo movies, from the MCU. But yeah, here she is, starring as Pamela of all the characters. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to be. This is also going to be released on Peacock, which is the Universal streaming platform. So that's going to be a little interesting because Friday the 13th originally was, what was their studio? It was Paramount. And then it it went to New Line Cinema, which is Warner Brothers, and then I don't know now where it follows under what studio, really. If it's back with Paramount, or it's maybe just because at Peacock here it's bought by Universal, or I don't know. But A24 is the main studio behind this, which, amazing. A24, like, that's great. And then if I'm not mistaken, they did announce that I think it's going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre is now going to be A24 also. So a lot of these kind of like OG kind of franchises are kind of reverting back to, like, they're more, not reverting, but they're becoming more within the indie genre, interestingly. I don't know. But I'm very curious to see how Crystal Lake's just teaser's going to show, just give us. So before we get into this, honestly, truly, if you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join my fandom. And let's see what this is. And they had it all in the font, the original font.
It all started when that kid drowned last summer.
Oh, so this is going to take place a year after Jason's drowning. And if I'm not mistaken, that's supposed to take place in the late 60s. Mommy's here. So this is pretty much we're going to see the start of her killing spree. And her mental psyche and how that develops as a character. Very interesting, honestly. Going to be very interesting. Can't wait for an official trailer. And also, other news besides Friday the 13th, just to spew it out. It has been announced that there will be another reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street. They're going to reboot it again. Reboot versus remake. It's kind of weird, but depends on how it is with the timelines and stuff. If it's like the same Freddy Krueger, or this is going to be like a third iteration, so it's just going to be a full-on remakes of stuff. And I hear they're going to try to go after the original, like, script again, from like the original script from the 80s, so that's gonna be interesting. But a lot of these horror characters are coming back for, they're re-emerging, and it's kind of nice getting these classic franchises back, even if it's not like the main stories. If it's prequel, adding on stuff, it's kind of nice to see these things back. So let me know in the comments down below if you have these kind of same thoughts as me, and thank you for tuning into this teaser with me, and thank you, and take care, everybody.